YouTube fam? It's your girl Queen T.C. Yes, coming back with another slay. And today, you guys, by the description you can see, yes, we are going to HOMECHELLA. Okay. So if you guys don't know, Angel, a makeup artist on, well, he's known on YouTube and as well as Instagram. He also is the founder of Artist Couture. He decided to come up with an alternative of Coachella, and it's called HOMECHELLA. So I thought, wouldn't it be just perfect if we were like, you know, there together, like you and I, you know what I'm saying? And we talking, we vibing, you know what I'm saying? We like, to all the songs and the makeup artists. Okay, y'all will get to know me. I'm a bit extra at times. But no, thank you guys for joining me at HOMECHELLA, and I hope you guys enjoy this video with me. If you do, please leave a comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel just yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And if you're already feeling my vibe at HOMECHELLA, give me a thumbs up. So let's get straight to the video. During HOMECHELLA, I will be doing my makeup, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for the day and everything like that. So this morning, I actually watched the beginning part where you do the yoga. I wasn't able to do the yoga in the morning because I had to do some content. So yeah, but I am going to be here for the rest of the day. I wanted you guys to just, you know, be in on my kind of like get ready with me / HOMECHELLA vibe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, y'all. So the party has started. HOMECHELLA. And look at my boo, Angel. I'm here.
What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Are you guys having a good time with us so far?
Yes, Angel.
HOMECHELLA, baby. Day one. I'm so excited.
So
shout out to everybody that joined us for our GLOWGETTER bootcamp
go
this
ahead
morning.
And grab y'all.
Let me know in the comments below if you tuned in to our GLOWGETTER bootcamp with Leanne B. You guys, I was sweating. Okay, I was working out a sweat this morning. I was reminded that I really need to get snatched again.
Go ahead and get started on.
So we might. Let me know in the comments below if we need to do these GLOWGETTER boot camps more often, because I think we might need to do these more often and not just for HOMECHELLA. Grab your lashes, grab your lipstick, grab your gloss, grab all of it.
Perfect because I'm doing my get ready.
I'm so excited to have my girl rock set. We're about to bring her on in a little bit. You guys like my little
I'm gonna just prep my eyebrows because
HOMECHELLA setup that we got going on over here.
This kind of takes
I also
me
have
a
little
while.
glass of wine. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. HOMECHELLA day one. Here we go. I want to bring on to the stage our Diamond Light stage, the one, the only. She's beautiful, she's amazing, and she's literally one of the most incredible, kindest people that I know.
Come on, Angel, bring her out.
My girl, Roxanne. Let's leave some clapping emojis for her. I'm so excited to have her on with me. Clapping emojis.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh my God,
y'all, she got one eye done already.
The cutest thing ever.
I mean, I gotta keep it real. Hold on, I'm gonna reframe myself a little bit. Okay.
I'm glad I'm doing
this. So I
awesome.
I take so long to get ready. So I started with one eye because I wanted to make sure, you know, I got everything going. So I have one eye done, you guys. But
awesome. Wait, so what are we gonna be playing with today? I'm gonna be using Supreme Nudes.
Same. This is literally my favorite. Like, it's
okay. I'm gonna use the Jackie Aina palette.
You guys, if you have not tried it, it's so fire. Like the quality, the shades. It's kind of like your perfect everyday glam palette, but also like could be used to like do a smoky eye and spice it up.
I tell everyone like this is like your go-to for life. Like if you need a palette to get through life, it is Miss Supreme Nudes. I know we're sold out right now on the Artist Couture website, you guys. We're working on restocking it as soon as we can. So keep your eyes out for that. So I'm gonna use Supreme Nudes. I'm also gonna use some of my Diamond Lights. This Diamond Lights.
I already have a look in mine that I want to do.
Like right on the
yeah, and it's not what it's not what she just showed.
I know, I love it. This is so good. I feel like Nebula is like a legendary festival kind of vibe, or like dance party vibes. You know, I'm doing Nudist. I feel like
I'm so glad I started my eyebrows, y'all, because I would be behind.
I get the most use out of, actually.
Okay, eyebrows done.
Because I feel like it's like light, medium, dark, and you could like throw it into the top Nudist into the crease. and then go in with Aesthetic and Mink, like right on the lash line to kind of like smoke it out. I'm taking
I love this brush so much.
Isn't it good? It's perfect for like those everyday lid shades for sure. I'm taking Aesthetic now. This is like the best chocolatey, like rich chocolatey brown.
Yeah, I'm so behind. But I'm glad I started my brows ahead of time.
So again, I'm just starting off with strip. I'm just doing this all over the crease. And we are just blending for our lives.
All right, y'all, I'm about to be on go mode. About to be on go, because they done started without me, Lord.
I was like,
okay, so I'm going to do browns first. So I'm going to stick with,
and then eventually
I'm going to go back to the Jackie Aina palette.
And then I was in
and they made me nervous.
Canada, that's when I was like around.
So I'm going into ginger.
Say, like, you would, but last year I went and it was so much fun, and like me and Yes and Mike and we.
How many of y'all actually been to Coachella? Because I honestly
roaming the field, I guess you could say, and it was just such a vibe. Honestly,
who is your favorite person to see last year?
Like literally Kid Cudi. I don't know if like a lot of people are gonna say that. Yeah, I know.
Kid Cudi? I was not expecting you to say that at all.
Yeah, I literally love Kid Cudi. Like I always have ever since I was, you know, young. And I remember I used to rap all his songs and like,
oh shoot,
what are you saying? Yeah, because like all of his songs are like super explicit, and me and my brother would like always sit there and sing Kid Cudi songs. And I just loved seeing him last year. Like it was such a vibe though. But I was really excited for this year. I literally like, so there's this band called Rex Orange County, and I am obsessed.
Okay, now I'm going into edges.
Wait, I think I've heard you talk about them before.
Oh my god, like literally obsessed. Okay.
Can you guess who my favorite person was last year?
Yes, but look at Nebula really quick, you guys.
Dang!
I feel like the Diamond Lights finishers, they just make any look, like they take it to the next level for sure.
That's what I love about them too, is like you literally can take any look to the next level with just like one little swipe.
Right? And like even if you use it just by itself, like it's just like the perfect like
yeah. You guys,
I'm going with one more color
now. And
because I feel like they about to end it too fast. I'm about to go in with credit.
Okay, your favorite performer last year.
And I'm just going on the outer perimeter.
Duh. You know,
I knew that. Like, I just knew that it was Ariana, for sure.
You don't understand. Like, I actually went with somebody that, like, now I kind of am, like, annoyed that I went with. But I went with somebody, and we had artist passes. And we were literally, like, right in the front to the side. And she came on, and I lost my shit. Mind you, I was literally so lit and so like drunk. I was literally like screaming and crying and yelling. Like I literally like got my life. Like I like could not believe it.
Okay, were you there though for the Beyonce performance?
I was not. I was at Coachella, but I didn't go to the actual festival that year.
That's one thing I wish I had.
Same.
Gone to, because
that's the one that I just I'm like, damn, like I really wish that I could have been there. But did you see the documentary?
No, I didn't.
Dude, when you get a moment, you have to watch the Homecoming documentary. It is incredible to see. Like I felt so inspired by her work ethic. She had just had her babies.
Y'all have to see that. If y'all have not seen Beyonce's Homecoming documentary,
just like her discipline, you have to see it. I literally feel like is so inspiring.
It is crazy.
So like I've been going crazy like these last few weeks, like working on so many projects that I just have magically created for myself. Even like coordinating this entire Homechella experience.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm about to put my crease.
I mean, I haven't really been sleeping.
Because clearly they're not.
Club dancing last night was crazy. But then I asked myself, like, what would Beyonce do?
I feel so much pressure.
Beyonce. Hey, Rob, so should we give the people the secret code word, or should we like make them wait a little longer?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below if you want to hear the secret code word right now.
Right now.
I'll let you do the code word whenever you're ready.
I haven't even done my face, like y'all might just get an eye look, and y'all might not even get a whole face. I might show my face at the end.
I'm gonna go in with Icy Girl. Dude, I love Icy Girl so much. So the way that I like to apply this, guys, is I pour some on the back of the cap, and then I go in with my finger. You really want to warm it up, because the heat, the warmth of your touch activates the product. A lot of people don't know this, but these pearls are actually wrapped in a silicone oil. So it literally melts onto the skin with the warmth of your touch. So I'm literally gonna, let me get all up in it. Hold on. So I'm literally just gonna like swipe it on, and it literally creates the most beautiful finish. It literally looks like wet on the eyes.
Yeah, it's so good.
If the Coachella committee came to you and were like, all right, Roxette, we're gonna go ahead and let you pick whatever headliner you want for this next Coachella, who would it be? Give me three headliners.
Oh, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to think about this.
I feel like you're gonna say Confetti.
No, number 1, Miley Cyrus. Like,
seriously, Miley Cyrus. I don't know. I guess I'm just not like a huge fan of her.
I mean, she really is.
She would be.
I feel like I would need her to give me a Hannah Montana illusion.
Yeah, like something. Because Miley Cyrus, like I don't know. I think she's just played out right now.
Super rock, like all leather, like long hair, all leather. Like that's the Miley that I want to see at Coachella.
Wait, hold on. I'm sure you get this all the time, but you know you look like Miley Cyrus, right?
Oh my god, I literally get it every single day. Like I'll be walking down the street and people stop me and be like, "You look just like an Asian."
She favors her a little bit. I don't know.
Dude, you really do.
I love it though, because I love her and I love her vibe. Like I feel like
people be saying I look like Brandy
a lot of
when I was younger. Okay, yeah, finally.
I forgot to mention which lashes I used, but I used Lily Lashes Ella.
Wait, hold on. Tell us. Wait, do a Miley impersonation because I feel like you got it down packed.
Just pack it on with white and this baby.
Or like, should I like just do a little? I'll do both.
Well, it's like a white and like a tan shade.
Sweet niblets, y'all. It's Miley Cyrus. Okay. You get the limo out front. Ooh, ah, ooh. Hottest styles, every shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind
now she be practicing.
Hey.
Really, wait, I have to get something. It's really you, but no one ever discovers.
Wait, can you please be Miley for Halloween?
Yes. Duh. And then me. You get the
Yo,
limo.
you really
now she got the hat, y'all. Oh my, and that is like bedazzled. She got bling.
You get the limo out front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hottest styles.
She feeling it. This is Coachella for real.
Wait, what is the name of that song? What is the name of that song? I'm about
That's
to play
the
it right
Both
now.
World. That was the theme song for Hannah Montana.
I'm about to play it right now.
I'm dead.
This bring me back to my childhood.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You get the limo out front. Ooh, ah, ooh. Hottest styles, every shoe, every color. Look at me lip singing. I actually kind of look like. But no one ever discovers. In some ways, you're just like all your friends. But on stage, you're a star. You get the best of both worlds.
I love that show because of that freaking song.
Yes. I still have to think of 2 more, but what would be your most iconic Coachella performer, headliner?
Okay, I'm gonna say mine, and I'm kind of sad because I don't know what the reality of the likeliness of this actually ever happening. Britney Spears. I feel like Britney would have been iconic. I feel like she was overdue for a Super Bowl moment. Like,
yeah, no, that I will say that.
I'm kind of sad to think about it because I don't know if that'll ever happen, but definitely.
I don't think they're bringing back. They're trying to bring back people that's like.
Britney,
I think their time is done.
Britney would have been a
now
moment.
She definitely would have been a moment.
Like, back in the day, like
back in the day,
Sick was like Coachella main stage.
Are you kidding me? That would have been epic.
With the animals, like with. You know, a nice little snake moment with a freaking tiger moment.
Yes, that would have been Britney all the way. Okay, so now I'm about to put some glue on because I'm about to put on some of this glitter. Trying to open up this glitter.
Honestly, I would always fight my cousins because whenever we would play like Spice Girls, I would always fight for Baby. And they were always trying to make me sporty. And I was not sporty, I was Baby. Until this day,
and I was not sporty. I was baby.
If they're telling me I'm not baby.
You are
a baby.
You are baby. I feel like I am a mix. I don't know.
I feel like I see you. I can see you as sporty.
I feel
you guys,
a little sporty.
Let us know in the comments what spice you are. Let us know in the comments.
Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I'm going in with the Centric now, and I'm going in with your flat brush.
Yes.
And I'm putting this under my lash line.
Oh, that is so pretty.
That's my favorite part.
Right here.
You wanna get with me? You gotta make a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me? You better listen carefully. You got like that easy beats. You don't know the real lady. How you'll see.
Period. All right, Rox. Do you think we should give them the code word now?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Glow Getter main stage.
Okay, Angel, got his green on.
I'm gonna, give it a
play my song.
We're gonna give it a little minute. Let the girls get in here. Let the girls in. Let the Glow Getters in, honey.
Always making moves, man. That's how I keep my sanity.
I think we'll do something similar with my outfit.
Back in my cover, the clip real small, but we making big moves, and we headed to the top so we can get a better view. I'ma catch a tan overseas while I'm out the country. Let me get some
What's up, guys? What's up?
Couple G's at the server, bring the speed, double check my expenses, never messy, always.
Are you guys ready for Nikita Dragun?
Girl, do it.
Yes, Nikita.
Girl, what a cute.
In the comments below. Shout out to everybody that tuned in earlier. Our Glow Getter boot camp. Drop some dragon emojis. Y'all know I had to put on a little look for Miss Nikita because I know she's gonna bring it.
That'd be fun if she did.
Drop some dragon emojis. You guys are ready for Nikita Dragun. Here we go.
Oh Lord, let me see.
All right, guys, I'm so excited. We have the one, the only, the queen of fantasies. Bring it to the Glow Getter main stage. Dragon!
Come through, come through. Now I'm putting this on.
Here we go, guys. Make some noise for Nikita.
Oh, and these lashes are by Dame Boss, and they're called Sweetheart. Nikita, where you at?
Here we go. Here we go, Nikita Dragun.
Okay. Y'all, if y'all don't know Nikita, like, you gotta know. Wow, extra.
Hey. What's up?
Oh my God, I am so fucking excited for HOMECHELLA right now.
Honestly, you know I had to bust up my neon for you because I knew you were gonna give us a little some. So I was like, you know what? I gotta put on my neon. I gotta come correct for the queen of fantasies.
Right now, excuse me, just a little light at home. You know.
I love it. You look so snatched.
I'm gonna use the Anastasia foundation in 500C.
My Supreme Nudes palette on the face. A little
Supreme Nudes
moment.
I love. You look incredible. So, you know, I couldn't do a virtual festival without you because when I think of Coachella, when I think of just like all of the times that I've been like super lit and turned up, a lot of the times you come to my mind when that happens. You know that, right?
We have had some crazy ass moments, not even just like at Coachella, but just at parties. Anytime I see Angel, you guys, across the room, Meg Thee Stallion always comes on, or it's like Sweetie or something, and we always
you got that one friend.
Crazy. It's really amazing. I mean, I always have that same like kind of crazy ambition that I feel like I've always started coming to LA for. I mean, I met you like almost 4 years ago when I came here just for college, and I would always go to that Want My Look store because I would just like hangout was across the street from my apartment, and I just like wanted to be so extra and crazy, and it's like wild that it's, you know, taken off the way it has.
I want to play a little game with you because, again, Queen of Coachella. So I've dug in my archives, and I have some photos, some videos.
Oh God.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pop some random ones onto the screen, okay? And I want you to tell me the first 3 words that come to your mind when you see them, okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Scared. Are they like?
All right, here we go.
Are they from our crazy nights?
No, they're moments. They're Coachella moments. I want you to just tell me like the first 3 words that come to your mind, okay? Starting with.
Oh, I like that.
5 o'clock shadow.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you photos after this. But this is the reason why I was like, oh wow, like I really think I need to color correct, because it was just a mess of a moment. But I had no.
Is this what inspired the Dragon Potion?
Yes, it completely did, because I was like, okay, like I need to be real with myself. I can't be thinking I can just walk out the house without any color corrector under my foundation, because like the discoloration on my mouth at this moment was beyond. And I also remember I didn't have like any bra on or any like nipple pasties, so it was just like free the nipple moment. But this was actually the very first. Yeah,
I really like this crown though. What was the whole inspo behind this? Because that crown I thought was so sick.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like...
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that was a crown.
I was putting my looks together myself, so I was just kind of throwing everything together. And actually, that is a Brian Hearn's booty short that he made me. He made me like the shorts. He like cut them up and made them so sick for me.
Yeah, so cute. Okay, I have a couple more photos. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, I might have done my wrong homework, but this is a Coachella moment as well, right?
Yeah.
Can I say, when I saw this, I literally gagged and I was like, bitch, the latex Chanel though?
That was
Chanel.
This was like my start off moment. Like this is when I was like really coming for the girls. I wore this as like my arrival outfit. I actually didn't wear it to like Coachella. I just wore it.
You wore it like at the house, right?
Yeah, just at the house for a quick little, you know, moment like, hi Coachella, I'm here. And it's crazy because the designer and I, Venus, like we really like put the look together, and Joey, obviously my stylist. And after that,
and that hair was so cute too with it. I loved the hair.
Yeah, the wigs are like pulling everything together.
It was sweaty. So the first word I think of is sweaty, bitch, because that was the sweaty one.
I can picture you like Kim, where they're like squeak, squeak, squeak.
No, literally
like, going through it, like putting the latex on.
I had 3 people at it, and honestly, the hardest part was just the gloves.
The sleeves?
The gloves, you really have to like kind of like.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize the glove. Lord.
Kind of little.
Okay, so before I get to my next video, because I actually have some videos too that I want to show you. What would you say for everybody that's gonna go to Coachella in the future? Because I think if we're keeping it real, it's not happening in October. But what are like fashion don'ts for Coachella? Like one year I went and I wore, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I wore gladiator sandals. Okay, and I wore gladiator sandals. My feet looked like Flintstone feet at the end of the day. All the straps were broken. It was like it was horrible. And I told myself I will never wear gladiator sandals ever again to Coachella. What are like some fashion don'ts for you for Coachella?
Always the shoes with me, because I fucked up the very first time I went to Coachella. I wore like 5-inch fucking heels. What? Yes, heels. And I was walking in the dirt, sinking the whole time. And then I just had to say like, fuck it, and like take off my shoes. But I was literally such a little pendeja. Like I was so dumb, so stupid, and I wore heels. So like I think shoe choice is really important. Like it doesn't even matter like how cute the outfit is. Like it doesn't matter. Like just wear sneakers or something really comfortable, because you will be on your feet. And also randomly I had a wig moment, because it was so hot. I like sweat off my wig. My wig lifted and just like flew back. And so thankfully I got one of the little scarves, like one of the head scarves, and I just put it on my head. But yeah, you always have, because everything goes down in Coachella. Like it's going to be hot, dusty, crusty, sweaty, you know.
Girl, and I literally tell everyone, like, I wish there was like a Coachella manual that tells you like, do wear this, don't wear that, don't wear heels, don't wear gladiator sandals, wear some sneakers that you don't give a fuck about, like if they get dirty or messed up or whatever, because it gets crazy. Okay, so I have a little video, okay? And I want you to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this video. Okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Honestly, when I was digging through my archives to try to find all of this stuff, I went back to last year's Coachella. This is at the Moschino party. Remember we were at the Moschino party last year.
Stop, yes.
And I have this video. I literally feel like we look so drunk, but I'm going to show you anyway. Let me turn the brightness up. Okay, here we go. Like what? What were we doing? What were we doing here? I have no clue.
Oh, lit at that party.
Girl, so
I think it's always cool when you can go back.
Were you lit at that party
and find memories of you and your friends?
I was beyond. I like had just found out my little boy at the time was like kind of like low-key playing some games, and like I saw him with another girl, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. And that's when I went so off at Coachella. Like,
oh my gosh,
I was wearing that outfit, I was drinking, I brought 2 other guys with me. I said like,
I know, I was gonna tell you, your savage mode, like I've seen Nikita's savage mode, but like at the Moschino party, I feel like your savage mode was on like 10. And I literally was like, dang, like she's like really going for it tonight. And I mean, it's
everybody
nothing
got
new
that
with you,
friend
obviously,
that be like they surprise you.
But I literally was like, yo, like she's really, really going for it. So like now that you're saying that, it all makes sense.
I was going in for the kill. I feel like the sadder I am, the more crazy I go with the look and like the attitude and just everything. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna fuck. If I'm gonna be sad, I'm not gonna be sad and ugly.
Period. So I want you to tell me the first word that comes to your
mind
when you see
like
this video, and I will tell you my first word that comes to my mind when I see this video.
Oh my god, like pussy stunt, gender reveal, like this was the
like, oh my freaking god,
this was the craziest day of my entire life, hands down. Swear to like Selena Quintanilla, like the craziest day I've ever had in my whole life. It was the best.
Why was this the craziest day?
Well, because the Moschino party was the night before, and so I like went through my little breakup situation the day before. So the next day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get over this shit. I had my little artist pass. Ariana Grande was motherfucking performing, and I was like, you know what, fuck everybody. I went to Coachella from like, you know, like I think early, like from noon all the way to, like I was there for like a full 12 hours living my life with Bretman, and everyone was just like staring at us, swarming us, and it was so fun to just be with everyone and just like really like live my full fantasy. And I remember like crying, and you know, it was great.
Wait, hold on. I need to watch this again. When I have a gender reveal, can you guys please do this for my gender reveal?
I'm so weak.
Absolutely. Yes.
I am so for you.
I'm so down. Boy or girl?
Oh my gosh.
I need this gender reveal moment.
Not gender reveal.
It's like which one's gonna serve? I don't know. What's the gender? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? What's going on? Wait, okay, so I want you to spill a little tea. What's been your worst Coachella moment ever? Maybe something that happened at a party, something that was embarrassing. Like, what was your worst Coachella moment ever?
You know, I've never told this story, and I don't think okay, I'm not like promoting it in any way, but at the same time, if we're speaking on Coachella and, you know, us being the royalty of Coachella, drugs and alcohol and all that other stuff are a part of the Coachella fantasy. Just be so careful, you guys. Like, I'm not going to tell anyone to like not live their life, but just like know what you're doing and be around safe people and be protected. But
be around friends, be around people that like care for you.
Yeah, I remember it was a crazy situation, but basically this girl, she was like a fan, she was a dragon, she was so amazing, but she was like, oh my God, my boyfriend really wants to have sex with you. And this was at Coachella at that Bretman time with Bretman and I looking like twins. And I was just like she pulled me aside and she's like, hey Nikita, she's like, I love you so much, but my fiance really wants to fuck you, and like I really want you to like have sex with him, like you are so hot, like and I was like, this is crazy, like oh my God. But then long story short, she goes, oh you know, my husband's part of the drug cartel, do you want like any like whatever? And I was just kind of like, you know, I was like in my Coachella fantasies, and I've never, except for that day, done any like kind of like crazy drugs besides like weed or anything. And so I like tiptoe over to this guy who was like living for me and hands me this like rock like this big.
Oh my God,
girl.
And,
Alright guys, who's ready for some CHELLA cocktails? So we're gonna give it a minute, we're gonna let everybody join the live. Make sure you guys grab your drinks, grab your cocktails, grab your garnishes, your limes, your cucumbers.
Oh, he got the whole line.
He
got all the food.
We got some beers, we got some tequila, we got some clamato, some squirt, we got all of the goods here. So I'm gonna give it a minute so you guys can join in. We're about to bring the one, the only Aina, Sarai, and Sebas. They're gonna be teaching us how to make some CHELLA cocktails. So drop some comments if you guys are ready. If you guys are ready to get your cocktails on with us.
I'm gonna drop some heart. There you go.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys are having a good time, if you guys are enjoying our AC.
Y'all see I'm having a good time. I will be. Okay, where's my beard? No lie.
Shout out to everybody that's out there. All access pass for the HOMECHELLA event this weekend. Alright, we're gonna give it another minute. I'm gonna let you guys get your drinks, get settled.
Oh shoot, I need a drink. I didn't even think about all this, y'all.
I'm so excited. I need a cocktail.
Oh, you know what?
Can we just appreciate how I've just been serving you different Coachella moments all day long? Let me know in the comments below. You guys are having a good time.
I gotta get my drink. I got some lemonade. I'm so weak, y'all.
Alright, we're gonna bring him on our live.
It does spice things up a little.
And make some noise. I love Sarai, Karen, and Sebas.
Oh, it's delayed a little bit.
Woo!
Yo!
What up? Hello.
Who's thirsty?
What up?
Hi! We have our artist pass. We're ready
How's
for you.
it going?
We're good.
It was
Listen,
hard
we're
to,
all ready for
get
some
past
cocktails.
everybody.
I cannot hear you. Hold on, Angel. We'll bring you in closer. We're trying to get the house set up. I thought?
Sorry, yeah, right there's fine.
We're trying to get the moment set up. Hi, guys. We're super excited.
Who's ready for some drinks? I am.
Listen, I'm so ready for some drinks. I don't even know how I'm alive right now after closing last night. I got so lit.
Well,
look, are you proud of my little setup? We got
you know what? I really am. I'm kind of sad that the screen cut us off, but yeah, I'm really excited.
I know. Here, let me reframe it. Let me bring this down a little bit lower. All right, I think you can see better, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dead. Okay, guys. So we are going to start off.
So I got everything you told me to get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It looks like
you got everything. For sure. So we're going to start off with a little bit of like the intro to this. So grab a tequila and pour a shot. That's the #1 thing when you make drinks. You have to pour a shot. You got to warm up. You know, you got to just prepare yourself. So we're going to go ahead and take
I feel like this is just going to reactivate all of last night, but I'm ready. I'm down.
I mean, it might. I need to catch up because I didn't drink with you guys last night. So we're going to do some Don Julio 70.
I'm having some Casamigos.
We got to warm up the
Casamigos, if you guys are watching this, please sponsor us. We're ready for a partnership.
Please, we'll continue making fun videos.
All right, I don't have a shot glass in front of me, so I'm just going to use this. So I don't even know if this is a real shot.
All right, so everybody, para arriba, para abajo, para el centro, y para adentro.
Para adentro! Oh, this is bringing me back.
All right. Woo! All right, so I feel like, should I bring a little closer? We good? More down?
A little bit, yeah.
Woo! I see. But you can't see your head, Sam.
It's okay. I can.
All right. Mami, ¿qué tú quieres?
Bring it lower.
What are we making first, guys?
Okay, so we're going to make a paloma first.
Here.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I love her outfit.
We gotta figure this out.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna start off by making a paloma. Now this is like super refreshing. Perfect for summer. It's in a way kind of similar to cantaritos. but not really. It's a little different, a little similar. Somewhat. I don't want you sitting down. It's so awkward.
I gotta be like this.
All right, we'll go like that. There you go. All right, so you're gonna start off first by getting your glass and you're gonna go ahead and rim it with some tahini and some rim paste or chamoy, whatever you got.
If you don't
got it, If you don't got it, you can rim it with lime. So you can just grab your lime, rim it. But I'm gonna do my rim paste because I'm literally obsessed.
You can either rim it with your lime or your toronja, which is grapefruit, whatever you guys prefer.
Ooh. Is this glass okay?
That's perfect.
So what
I go like this?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm about to save this joke because I really am about to do it.
Today, I kind of want one side to be like the side, kind of like that, so I can just lick it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my tahini, and I'm gonna pretty much get my glass in there. But if you don't, this one seems like I think we need a. Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty much done with my look. Now I just gotta put on clothes.
Perfect.
But I want to stay tuned just a little bit longer for this.
Period.
So this one's mine. So Abbas doesn't like tahini, so he's not gonna add any. But I'm
bringing Coachella vibes.
I'm gonna go ahead and set it to the side, and then I always let that kind of like just marinate and sit in there. You can put your ice in it if you want, but I kind of wait to do that to the end so that the ice and the water down.
Yeah.
So in a cup, you're gonna grab a cup, right? He's like, "What is this war chest?" That's for the next drink.
Yeah, that's for the next drink.
You're gonna grab.
I know. I was like, I didn't even know what this is, but okay.
No, it's gonna change your life.
So I'm grabbing another cup now.
Yep, and this is where you're gonna mix everything. So this is just right now. I prep my cup. So go ahead.
Should I mix it in my thing? I got a little. One of those little things.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, just any type of mixer cup, any type of
April,
preparation for
I
a mixer cup, that'd be perfect. So what you're gonna want to do?
I was gonna go ahead and take off my glasses.
What happened?
I said I couldn't see you, so I just gotta take off my glasses.
Hey, for everybody wondering if me and Angel are related, the answer is yes. So that's how we look so similar, so alike.
You know, everybody's been telling me like, "Damn, y'all look like twins."
Yeah, hey, that's a compliment for me, to be honest.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Aww.
If someone said it's so blurry, I hope it's not.
So you get your preparation cup, your little mixing cup, and you're gonna grab
my moment.
Actually half a toronja because grapefruit is actually pretty big. So you're gonna want to grab half of one. Let me have one of those in this here.
Do it on camera. So the mixer.
I always drink it from the outside if I got like a lot of lip gloss on.
You're saying it's so
because it just, I don't know. Do y'all feel the same way? Let me shut up.
Really clear. Did you grab your grapefruit? Did everybody grab their grapefruit? Okay. So like I said, we squeeze the whole thing in there. And then you're going to get like all this pulp. I actually like to pour the pulp in there. So just kind of scrape it in there.
Wait, everyone is saying it's still super blurry. I just want to make sure everyone can see it.
It's not blurry no more, not to me. It looks better to me.
I'm sorry guys, I don't know why it's so blurry.
I think it's better now. I think it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, on mine it's really clear.
Yeah, I can see you guys perfect.
Yeah, it's better. On with the show.
All right, well, we apologize. Let's all blame Instagram. Tweet them.
Not tweet.
Okay.
So now that we have the...
1/4. It was 1/4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many do I do? One or two?
You can do the whole... If you really like grapefruit, you can do the whole thing, honestly. We'll do the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the other side. I'm honestly not a big fan of too much grapefruit because I think it's too bitter, but I'm just gonna squeeze it not to like its max capacity, but just like enough. Okay.
I don't think I've ever squeezed a grapefruit in my life.
Yeah. Honestly, they're really pretty, to be honest.
All right, so this is the grapefruit, right? And then that was lime.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we're gonna go in and squeeze lime. I'm gonna get my little squeezer.
Oh Lord, is it hard to squeeze lime? Cause she got a little squeeze thing.
It's gonna give the most amazing taste.
Yeah. Doing one whole lime.
Yeah. You could do, how many limes do you need? Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
If you really like it super lemony, you can put another one.
I love it being lemony, so sometimes I squeeze more later on, but for now, we're just gonna go ahead and squeeze one.
There's no rules.
All right. And then next is
And then what? The next is you're gonna grab your agave syrup.
Do you have agave?
Agave syrup. Do I have agave syrup?
I'm pretty sure I told you to get agave. If not, it's okay.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so agave syrup. This is kind of like the hidden little gem. How much would you weigh this one again?
Honestly, just it's super.
Un chorrito. Yeah. Like literally, like I have a little mixer. So I'm gonna do. I think this would be equivalent to like a small table.
Angel ready.
Oh,
there you go.
Angel said, "I'm ready."
My cocktails today.
Una cuchara, like not full one, but
yeah, just a little squirt.
And then you're gonna want to mix it all up.
Mix it all up.
And since this is from me and Sebastian, I'm gonna go ahead and taste it because it's our drink together. Okay.
And to be honest, a lot of people make you don't need agave.
Yeah.
To be honest, you don't need it. It's a little extra.
Yeah, and you could actually make this paloma even just with like squirt in tequila if you really wanted to, but this is just like the extraness to make it really like official.
Yeah.
All right. And
wait, Karen, is this diet friendly? You know I'm trying to watch my figure.
Oh my god, I cannot stand when people say that.
If you're agave organic, if it is, and yes.
One drink is this diet friendly.
Fresh from the árboles outside.
This agave is not made by Aunt Jemima. This is good agave. All right, so the next thing that you're gonna need is actually the tequila. You're gonna want to pour either a whole shot glass, or if si lo tienes bien preparado, which means super strong, you can do two. It's up to you.
We're gonna do two. Well,
I'm gonna do two also.
If this is just for like you, just have one. But if it's for you and like someone else, do another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we prefer tequila blanco when you're actually mixing.
What is y'all's like favorite cocktail drink?
For the drinks, kind of neutral, exactly.
Or drink period. You know what? That's what I want to know. Let me know in the comments.
One for Karen, one for Sebas, and one for me.
Gold.
Perfect.
I like wine, honestly, but tequila, I can mess with tequila. It just depends on where you at.
Next, you can either have ice on the other prepared cup, or you can actually pour it in here.
Yeah.
You can pour it in here, so when you mix it, it makes the drink a lot colder.
I'm gonna do it in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it in there. So the next step is adding like your mineral water, your squirt, your jarritos, grapefruit, whatever you want. We have all three just to kind of give you guys an idea. So
it just look like he is like.
Yeah, squirt's my favorite, but squirt I heard is not available.
Yes, Angel, model that bottle.
So you can do
model that bottle.
And it'll work perfect for this.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do squirt again. This is mine. I already did it, but this is for us, so I'm sharing it with him.
Where do I put the squirt? Do I put it in the mix? The mixed cup or the finished cup?
In the mixing cup.
In the mixing cup.
Yeah.
How much squirt?
So far in here.
It looks really good.
It looks very refreshing.
It's a perfect color.
Oh Lord, Angel, please don't drop that.
That is strong. One more. But yeah, it should look like.
How much do I put?
It should be like a very peachy, almost like the color of the grapefruit, but like lighter, like a blush color.
Yeah.
Yes, squirt. I know squirt's not available everywhere, which sucks. So jarritos, toronja's really good, or you could just get like mineral water. But if you guys can, get squirt. Squirt is the best. So yeah, perfect color, just like that. So now we're gonna hit back.
Dang.
I love it. We're gonna go ahead and add some ice in our cup now. So again, I do this till the very end because.
Yeah, you got the ice ready.
Yeah, I do this already because you don't want it to.
He tasted it.
So I do about that much.
Angel is too much. He gotta do exactly what they do.
Oh shit! Maybe this whole thing's gonna go to you.
Yeah.
Well, this is a bigger cup, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this.
Yeah, just put it in that cup.
Why, you know what one?
Yeah. We'll make one little one right
Okay,
now.
we'll make another one. But I'm gonna go ahead and top this. I'm gonna have two shots. All right. Goals.
And there you go.
There's 3 shots in mine.
Yeah,
three
there's
shots
two
in
in
mine.
Yeah, you hooked it
Okay,
up.
that didn't seem too bad.
But you can
Oh
hook it
shit!
up.
I forgot. The whole point of me using my little cup today was to show you guys the little thing on top that you.
To make it official.
I was supposed to do this.
Just pretend she's doing it.
And this is the paloma. So after that, as you guys saw, it's already stirred and mixed perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and pop our straw in there. Take a sip of the tahini.
That looks pretty good.
How is it, Angel?
Dang, fool. This is fucking bomb, doggy.
No.
Right? And you know what?
I need to try that. I'm saving this. I'm saving this
bitter,
video.
Wow, that's really good.
You maybe can add more lime or too much toronja, whatever it is, because sometimes for me I can take too much toronja. I also, this is not tradition, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop some tahini in there. You could drop a little what's it called? What are these called? Someone said the bird's lit. It really is. The bird is making noise.
For real? I thought that was like, I was looking like.
She's known to cut her fingers off.
Garnish it with what?
Like if you're gonna be drinking with friends outside, you can top it with a little.
Guys, perfect summer drink.
Very refreshing.
Poolside.
And I always say when you squeeze like fresh fruit, you don't get really any hangovers from it because you're not like putting all the fake sugars. I don't know.
Not only that,
that's just my theory.
This is a type of drink too that you don't get sick of. You know, like when you drink too many drinks.
Yes.
This is a drink that you could be drinking for the whole day, and in shots and.
Wait, I'm nervous because
right now.
I'm scared because I still got a whole day ahead of me.
Wait, you
gotta slow down. Especially after last night, Angel. Slow down.
Wait, you want to do a challenge to see who can finish it the fastest?
See, those your friends you be like, no. They be trying you, knowing exactly what happened the night before, and they still be trying you.
Get in there. 1, 2, 3.
Angel, you can drink more than that. Not that I got.
Oh my freaking gosh. But see, Angel a party. He a party animal. Look at his face. Oh my gosh.
This is so good. It tastes so delicious.
Yeah.
It's very refreshing. And it's not like the typical margarita with like a margarita sour mix. It tastes so much better.
It's super good.
Wait, why do I just want to be like, I picture myself
on an island, Cabo.
On an island on a hot summer day with sexy cabana boys, and I'm just like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's ready for Jack? Comments below if you guys are ready for me to bring out
Jackie.
Our glow-getter main stage headliner, Miss Jackie Aina. I'm so excited to have her on.
What he was wearing before, but he changed.
I had to change.
But you know what I'm saying?
I have a moment. Alright, you guys, make some noise. Leave some clapping hand emojis for the one.
Here comes Jackie, my girl.
The iconic, my dear friend. In my mind, I can hear you guys screaming and clapping. Oh!
Hey, Jackie! Auntie Jackie coming through.
Okay. What waist? What waist, honey? What waist is that?
Oh, no, with the braids!
She's been quarantined. The waist, that is.
Listen.
I should have known Auntie Jackie was going to come through. Oh my gosh, y'all.
That's what I really need to know.
She don't know I'm her niece yet, but it's okay. Our families are like, you know, a little confused right now.
Girl.
Okay,
so I'm going to do my hair while we listening on this part.
It looks so good. I knew you were going to give me some sparkle and shine, so I had to like give you a little.
Y'all don't even know what I'm gonna do, honestly.
So I wore this like 3 Coachellas ago, or 2, I think it was. I think it was, no, it wasn't Coachella. No, it wasn't Coachella. I don't remember. But this is definitely a repeat outfit. No shame in re-wearing the same fits here and there. So,
Dame, do you remember when I wore this?
You're blurry now. Wait, okay. Was that Paris Fashion Week?
Okay, so
no, it was not Paris Fashion Week. It was something else.
I got some.
I'm trying to reframe really fast.
Was it like one of my parties?
Cactus Grwm.
Yes.
And Eco Styling Gel, my brush,
was
and the olive oil spray.
It was your birthday, remember?
32.
When we went to
honestly, that was
when we went to a low certain, you know, somewhere.
A little ta-da-ta-da.
A little moment, which we can't say. We had a little moment, remember?
She's not advertiser friendly.
Right. Well, thank you so much for hopping on. I'm so excited to have you today. You know, I couldn't have done this without you. I literally was like, all right, like who
I forgot my
who do I need to get involved? And you were definitely one of those people.
Thank you, boo. Thank you for having me. This is really cute. I was watching your live earlier. And the fact that you put all this together is, first of all, very you.
Oh no.
I'm here for it. I love how you have the little bouncer like waiting.
Why is it cutting off? Please don't do this to me.
It was really cute though.
Honestly,
really
wait, hold on. I think you're a little blurry. Are you let me check my Wi-Fi. I just want to make sure we're like good to go.
I think this might be.
Do I look blurry or are we good?
You're like, yeah.
Girl.
I know.
Is that better, guys? Does that look a little better?
Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It's better because she can stay on, so.
Okay. Girl, this is what you get for living in Beverly Hills, honey. All right. Well, the show must go on. The show must prevail. I'm super excited to have you on, though. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I honestly am so glad. I know that we've had a lot of our moments together, and when there was a few people that came to my mind when I thought about doing this, and I literally was like, I have to have them involved. I have to make sure that they're like included. I have to make sure that they're a part of this moment. And you were definitely like one of those people. So I'm super, 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 super excited to have you on. So thank you so much for coming on and being a part of this with me. I'm really, really excited.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So I just want to I love you. So the title of this segment is called Glow-Getter State of Mind, which is all about, obviously, you know, really embracing everything that is, you know, a boss, like that boss mentality, that glow-getter mentality. And I feel like that is so you. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about like your journey, your story, kind of like your goals. I kind of feel like, you know, I don't mean to get a little dark and a little like down, but when we think about like what's going on right now, and we had this conversation, when I think about what's going on right now, I feel like a lot of people, once all is said and done, once quarantine is over, a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to have to start from scratch. And we had a conversation about this. A lot of people are going to have to, like, you know, there's people that have had, like, careers, jobs where they've put in so much time, energy, and effort into what they're doing for so long. But I feel like once all is said and done, there's gonna be a moment where people are going to have to start from scratch. And I feel like me and you are two people that are not strangers to having to start from scratch. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you about like your journey, your story, and hopefully inspire people that are watching us to feel good and to feel hopeful and to feel really positive about embarking a new journey once all is said and done. So for those of you watching that may not be familiar with Jackie's story, can you just kind of take us through a little bit of like your journey, where you come from, how you got started in this industry, and just kind of like the earlier days of Miss Jackie Aina?
It's a long-winded journey and story, and I feel like it's kind of ongoing. And I just want to say real quick, because I saw somebody in the comments, I don't live in Beverly Hills, guys. He was just joking. Eyeballing like that. But anyway, you know, for those of you guys that have been following me long enough, know that like this has been a journey. Like when people meet me, they're like, you're only 32. Like when they realize all the stuff that I've been through, they would think I'm in like my 40s or 50s. I'll look it, but I ain't. But yeah, I mean, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was doing something completely different to what I'm doing now. I was in the military. I was also married, and I was just like not really all that happy. I didn't come from like a family of money or wealth or connections or influence in any way, shape, or form. And I decided at like 21 that I was kind of fed up with going to like university, college, traditional, you know, going the traditional college route. It just wasn't for me.
You and I both.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people have that story, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. It's actually funny now that I'm 32, I feel like the stuff that I used to worry about at 21 was like not that deep.
Right.
Like some of the things that I thought would be like life-altering decisions really weren't. And so you know, it was a big choice to make a career change. And everybody was like, why are you joining the military? I was just like, well, I can't be in school. This is just not for me. So I joined the military, and it was mainly because my ex at the time was in as well. So we were, you know, like typical military family or a couple. And then about a year, 2 years into being in the service, we were living in Hawaii, and YouTube was like like everything. Like the girls were doing tutorials, the girls were giving looks, and I never really found any of the looks super helpful because none of the girls really looked like me. So basically what I was doing, and this was at a time where I wasn't trying to be like a professional makeup artist, but this was at a time where I was heavily experimenting with makeup. Fashion was my first love since I was a child. And then makeup kind of was something that I discovered a little bit like 17, 18 into my 20s. So anything, like I was trying anything and everything. And I was mainly doing everything that most people at that time weren't doing on dark skinned girls. Like a lot of people were always putting like, what's popular now is like soft glam. But I, like at that time, it was like, I'm sick of seeing like browns, golds, neutrals on my skin tone. Like I want to see color. I want to see like contouring. I want to see looks, girl, like step it up. You know,
some diversity, honey.
Yeah, like so I started practicing all that stuff, and then my best friend was like, why don't you just start a channel? And I was just like, I'm not interested in that. Like it's funny because like despite what I actually do for a living, I'm not this camera obsessed person that most people might assume that I am. I promise you I'm not. Like if I completely could do what I could do and not be in the public eye, I would 100% do it. Like I would 100% do it. But this unfortunately comes with, I mean, not unfortunate, it's great, but you know, it comes with what I do. So I just wasn't trying to like be in front of the camera like that. I was just like,
I wish I had like some rhinestones.
But I had nothing else to do either. So it was like, well, might as well, you know, let's just try it out. Like I wasn't happily married at all. I was away from my family because I lived in Hawaii. So I started doing it. And what I didn't realize is all of the looks and the things that I was recreating on like white women and Asian women, I was tweaking them for dark skin, and like other
so one look
like we were looking for that inspo too.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of essentially how my channel kind of took off, but it didn't really blow up until like, for me, around 2016-ish. And even when it blew up after 2016, like I wasn't really making like livable money until like a year later. So you're talking about, you know, weathering the storm. Like I went half a decade without making really much of anything off of what I do. So that is truly a testament to like, I would have been doing, you know, the types of
I changed my battery, guys. You're right back.
And I feel like that's what people fail to realize. You finally get to the level where you want to be, like as an influencer, as a beauty guru, like whatever you want to call it. Like people fail to realize that like there's so much time, energy, hard work, sweat, blood, tears that goes into this. And like even to hear you say this now, like it's funny because I always trip out when you talk about like being married and like being in the military, because like I don't ever like associate that with you now, because I feel like obviously like it's really easy to just kind of like go based off of like what we see and what we get now, but like it's so interesting and it's so amazing to hear you talk about like everything that you went through to get to where you are now. And I feel like especially people that are new to your platform, that are new to like following you or new to discovering who you are, I think it's really easy to just kind of just be like, oh, like she has this, she has that. But like, no, there's the whole journey that goes into this. So what do you think for you was like that moment in time where you were like, I made it? Like, have you had that moment? I think I kind of know what that moment is, but have you had that moment where you were kind of like, all right, like I made it. Like I'm in the place where I worked so hard.
So this is actually one of my favorite questions to answer, because when you don't come for money, you know what, like there's certain things that you might consider like a privilege. So because I never had like a steady stream of like income, I always thought things like auto pay was a privilege. So the moment I could like I could put like T-Mobile on auto pay, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do auto pay.
Right.
We good for the year. We good for the next 6 months.
Period.
I don't have to check my balance. I can write this check without checking my balance.
Right.
So that for me, like essentially from like a
it's something about when you grow up and you actually pay your own bills.
But I also felt like when I like made it was probably being recognized by the NAACP, because a lot of times like people see like beauty gurus like us, and they're like, yeah, they just put on makeup, like
right. Talk about it, Auntie Jackie.
But it was really nice to be recognized by, you know, an organization that is so big in my community, and they weren't just recognizing me from makeup. They were saying you empower people who look like you, and that to me is like a big deal. And like, I mean,
thank you.
NAACP trophy like looks mighty damn good in my beauty room tour. So I mean, in my beauty room.
I mean, that was major, and I feel like
that was really major.
That's such a huge accomplishment, because I know what that means for you and for your community. Like that is like such a huge milestone. I automatically kind of went to the Essence digital cover when I was asking you that question, because I know that was also like a huge moment for you as well. And I feel like there's so many moments that you've had throughout your career that I'm just kind of like, wow, like, it's so funny because like even putting this whole like weekend together, I'm sitting here like, damn, like my friends are so fucking dope. Like my friends are like out here really killing it, really doing it. And I'm so proud of you. And I feel like, I always bring this up, but a lot of people don't know that you and I were almost not you and I.
Oh my God, should we tell them the story? You know, I love telling this story because you and I have different versions of the story.
We have different versions of the story, but we know that my version is the accurate version. So.
No, it's not. That's not true. It's not true. Wait, you have to tell it. Should I tell it or do you want to tell it?
I mean, it's been a minute, but we met on a brunch trip. And I remember meeting Jackie. And
no, that's not the
Jackie
first time we met.
Was not having me. Like, I remember... That is the first time we interacted extensively.
Extensively,
that's the
yes,
first time we interacted extensively. Not the first time we met, but that was the first time we interacted extensively. And I remember meeting her or seeing her again. And it was on the Pure trip. Shout out to Tisha. I see her in the comments.
Tisha.
And that was the trip that brought us together. And I remember I just remember damn, why does she not like me? Like, why is she not into me? Like, why is she not living for me? And I literally thought to myself, we're gonna be friends. Like,
Angel was pushing
it. I remember making it a point
so Angel shot his friend shot.
You guys, she was shading me left and right. I remember we were on that boat. You remember the boat we were on? And I kept trying to make conversation, and she was so unbothered. And I literally was like, no, she's gonna be my friend. She's gonna be my friend. She's a bad one. I'm a bad one. Like, we need to be friends. And then the rest is history. But I remember that trip so vividly. It was a fun trip.
It's Angel's version of the story is kind of true, but it wasn't you. And yes, Angel. I'm reading the comments. Angel is such a Cancer. Angel is such a Cancer thing. Like, that's such a Cancer thing to do. Like, they will just break down those walls and keep loving on you and keep loving.
I'm trying to do as many looks as I can.
Or someone who's just like genuinely a nice person. I've seen how different people are around you when you're a nobody or you don't have a lot of followers versus when you're popping, like suddenly the whole vibe changes. And like, I really was not that popping when me and Angel became friends. So it was kind of nice that he was still like being himself and being super sweet, because like a lot of people don't do the same thing. And I'm glad that he didn't judge
I feel like it's such a hard industry to navigate, because just like you said, like, it's really easy to come across people that just want to be friendly because they feel like, okay, cool, like this person's popping. If I'm friends with this person, it could elevate, you know, my career, or like their followers will follow me. And it's really honestly the reality of the world, of the influencer world. Being that we're talking about being influencers, I know that like for myself, I get a lot of questions about like people that want to break into this industry, that want to break into this career and like have, you know, a thriving career in the beauty community and in the influencer world, which is so hard to do, to be very honest and real, because I feel like it's so oversaturated. So what would be the advice that you would give people that are trying to break through, that are trying to come up and be an influencer essentially, like in this world? And I feel like one of the things that I admire about you the most is that you're unapologetically yourself. You're you stick to your guns as far as like what you believe in, and you don't let like society or the industry or anything make you conform to any type of idea.
Yes.
So what would be like your best advice to people that are really, really trying to break into this industry, that want to become influencers?
I feel like it has a lot to do with what type of industry you want to break into. Obviously, I'm sure we have, you know, different influencers from all genres following us: gaming, cooking, lifestyle, beauty, whatever. But as it relates to like beauty and what I do, like I've kind of become beauty meets social activism in a way, social commentary. So it's a combination of both. For me, I would ask one, what influencing are you hoping to do? That's because that's obviously
I would leave this out.
The next thing that I would ask is,
probably put like something, some rhinestones or something in my hair.
If social media didn't exist. So, and I think that's important because that's always going to be the underlying, you know, tone of the type of content that I make. I love inspiring Black women. I love inspiring, you know, people who come from communities like I do, and even women in general also. And it's like, I would do that with or without social media. So if, you know, YouTube didn't exist, I would be doing that. I don't know, you know, there's different ways to do it, but I would be doing it.
1000%. I feel like that's always what I tell people when I get asked that question is I tell people, like, with a platform comes a social responsibility to a certain degree, right? Like, you have this voice, you have this platform. So at the end of the day, it's like, what is your actual message? Like, what is it that you're really trying to do? So for me, like, especially throughout this entire process, and we talked about it when I called you, I FaceTimed you and I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is my idea. And you were so willing to do it, which is one of the reasons why I love you so much. But for me, it's kind of like, when you have this platform, you have a social responsibility to be able to convey a message to the masses. So for me, with this entire HOMECHELLA situation, it was really about, like, you know, I know everyone's just kind of like at home, just feeling down, feeling like so many different emotions by everything that's going on in the world. And it's like, I just really wanted to bring some light to what is going on and just be able to inspire people. And like I told you, like, there's going to be so many people once all is said and done that are having to start from scratch in their jobs and their careers and their life. And like, it was so important for me to, like, feel like I was doing something on a social level, which is like, I feel like our understanding of that is so, like, parallel, because we both know that, like, there has to be
I'm trying to turn around, y'all.
And like you said, like, there's so many different ways. If it wasn't YouTube, if it wasn't Instagram, if it wasn't being a beauty influencer, like, there's so many different there's so many different ways to be able to, like, you know, convey these messages. And I think that, like, your message is very, very clear. But what would be your best advice to people that, like, are having roadblocks to be able to identify what that is? I feel like even people have a lot of creative roadblocks. Like, what are the things that you do when you're kind of like in a funk, when you're kind of like having creative blocks, or you're just kind of feeling like, I don't really know how to, like, convey the message that I want to convey? Is there anything that you do to kind of like help you kind of like stimulate that creativity to where you're feeling inspired again?
That's a good question. So roadblocks, first of all, are completely normal. And I feel like that's like every artistic industry. It happens. Like, sometimes you just are like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do today. Or like, you're just like, I know what I want to do, but, you know, creatively, if I'm there yet, if I tighten that up yet, it's normal. I can't really say I do anything to, like, get myself out of that. But what I will say is, if I'm not feeling it, or if I don't 100% feel confident in how something's going to come across or is going to be conveyed creatively, then I just won't do it. I will wait until maybe another idea or another inspiration comes at a later time. But I don't ever like not feeling 100% confident or sure about the content that I'm uploading. So sometimes it's just best to just take a break. You know, just rewire, you know, take a step back, take a day off, like, literally. And right now, like, a lot of us are kind of forced to do that anyway, but you know, I don't like to film on days where I'm just kind of like, I'm stuck. I'm just like, I'm just going to take a break. I'm not going to,
like, when you're not feeling it, you're just not feeling it.
You're just not feeling it. And it's okay. And it's normal. Like, it literally happens to everyone, especially when you're doing something for, like, over a decade. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what job you're in or industry you're in, this happens to everyone.
Yeah, I feel like for me, because it happens to all of us. I feel like you said, especially being a creative person, there's times when I'm like, damn, like, what am I going to do today? Like, what's going to be, like, my innovative idea? And I feel like we live in an industry where everything's been done. You know what I mean? Especially with, like, beauty. Like, everyone's done a video on how to do a smoky eye. Everyone's made a lipstick. It's like, how do you take an idea and make it feel fresh and different? And I feel like that's always such a struggle. So I agree with you. Like, for me, when I'm having those roadblocks, I'm always just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to, like, sit back, just take a minute, just kind of like recharge, re-energize, and just kind of like, just let it come to me. And it's so interesting because during this entire time, I feel like it's been such a blessing in disguise, because I literally have been like all of my ideas that have just been coming to me over the last couple of weeks, like I don't know where it's coming from. It's just coming to me. And I feel like the message that I'm trying to convey to people is like, I think like what's going on right now is such a blessing in disguise, because I really think that this is like such an opportunity for people to be able to like step back from life, because when does this ever really happen to where like you can take a moment to step back from life and really identify like, all right, like what is it that I really want to do? So for all of those people that are on that boat, that are trying to like really figure out and identify like, what is it that I ultimately want to do with my life? What is it that I ultimately want to do as a career, as a job? Like, what would you say to those people to kind of help them identify like what they should do? Like, not what they should do, but like, what's a good way to kind of like identify what that is? Because I feel like for me and you know, we've been doing this for so long, and it doesn't come overnight, but like in this moment and in this time where people are able to take a step back and ask themselves these questions, like, is there anything that you would suggest for people to do to identify like what that is, like what path they should truly be on?
That's a hard question to ask, but to answer, but I will say for those of us, can we just real quick shout out to everybody that does have a place to live in right now? Like, that in itself is an extreme blessing, because a lot of people don't have that. And I just wanted to call that out because, you know, this is kind of a bit of a, I guess you could say like rest season for some people because of the industries that they're in. They can't work right now, but other people don't have that privilege. So let's just recognize that and call that out, because that's something that I never want to take for granted. Because I've been on both sides. I've split the cars, girl.
Yes, talk about it.
I had negative money on that. In all places. And honestly, like, this season of rest,
I so agree with Jackie, because I feel so blessed, because I've been through everything too.
I think there's a lot of different ways that you can kind of craft what to do, what not to do. I feel like one thing that's never failed me is being super in tune with my audience. So I understand not everybody has an audience, but my favorite thing is to just get on Twitter. Like, I'm always on Twitter, like, you know, asking people like, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of that? I love seeing what other people are doing. I love, you know, looking out at Twitter for trending content. I love to see, you know, like, what is it that people like seeing right now? And I think also now more than ever, as it relates to being a content creator, think of things that right now more than ever are going to make people
like this.
So, you know, like a lot
I'll
of
probably
stuff
look like this and like do something crazy.
I do a lot of things myself. I'm kind of like a low-key, a little DIY queen. And like, I'm now thinking of
ways. I live for the little press-on moments. I had my little fair share of them when you made me wear them for a whole day, but I don't know how you do it, but yeah.
It's a lot. But wait, did I answer that question? I feel like I just went off on a tangent.
No, you did. I feel like if I had to answer that question, because I get that question a lot, I feel like my answer would be, I think this is such an opportunity for people to identify like what truly makes you happy. Like, at the end of the day, if you could have any job in the world, if you could do anything for the rest of your life, like, what would that thing be?
And that thing may not even be through a job. It may be through something that you are passionate about.
Right.
So if you're passionate about helping children or helping, you know, youth communities, if you're passionate about domestic abuse, there's so many different ways that you can help people through those avenues. So finding what that is, like you said, and then going from there.
Yeah, because I feel like for me, it's like, again, blessing in disguise in my mind, right?
Right.
Everyone's still wrapped up with like having to go to work every single day. So you don't have time to sit there and create a plan. Because for me, I'm all about like, okay, what do you want to do? Create a plan on how you're going to get there. Right. What's the to-do list? What are we doing every single day to get there? And I feel like life happens, work happens, you're in and out of that job, you come home, you're tired, you're over it, you don't want to do anything else but like just relax. So again, blessing in disguise for me, it's all about like really truly identifying what makes you happy, what fulfills you, what gives you purpose, and then figuring out, now that we have the time, what are the steps to get there? What's the roadmap? What's the to-do list? What are we doing every single day to move the mark to get there? And I feel like for me, that's really honestly like the message that I want to convey to people during this time is like, take the time to just really like create that for yourself because we have the time. You know what I mean? It's like we really truly have the time to do that, to like take a step back and identify like what's that one thing in your life that you want to do and how do we get there. And I think
putting
like
a plan
the reason
of
that
action
like
is so important too, just like you said, putting like, okay, I'm gonna do this by month 6, I'm gonna have this by month 9,
and
but
holding yourself
realistic
accountable
goals and holding yourself accountable and having realistic goals. Like, I mean, I use this as an example, but like I will get DMs from people and they'll be like, hey, can you check out my Instagram? I'm trying to be like an influencer. Could you give me some pointers or some feedback? So I go to the girlie's page. I'm like, girl, you posted twice in 6 months. Girl,
exactly.
you posted twice in 6 months. What am I supposed to be judging, girl? You gotta give me something with, because also let's just talk about how there's nothing worse than like having a viral moment, but you have nothing to capitalize on.
Right.
So when my first video ever went viral,
Jackie, I'm gonna DM you, okay?
What happens?
I ain't wasting your time.
Some people are like literally one-hit wonders on social media because they get like one viral moment, and then everybody else is like, "Oh, your other stuff sucks." So
right,
I'll just keep reusing this one meme that you got famous off of, and I'm good. That's it. But like when that happened to me, I mean, I didn't know that this was gonna happen, but I had a video, it happened to go viral, but I was already consistently making really good content at that time. So what happened?
You've been doing this for how long? It's been a minute, right? Like
this is year 11, honey.
When was the first video you ever uploaded to your channel?
2009. I didn't have my first viral video. I didn't have my first viral anything until 2016.
Whoa, for real?
And I feel like that's
I think I was watching her before then, though.
You and I know do a really good job at is like we don't ever.
Yeah, because I was watching her in like college, so 2011.
Other people that are doing what we do, we kind of stay focused. We stay in our lane. We keep our eyes on the prize. But I feel like sometimes what can be discouraging to people is that they feel that what they're doing on a daily basis to get to their goals isn't significant enough. But it's like if you literally build a wall and every single day you're adding one brick. Well, that
was 9. This is no, that was 8. So this is 9. This would be 9.
Laying a brick down. When time passes, like you're gonna see the fruits of your labor, and I feel like it's all about patience. It's all about consistency. It's all about hard work, dedication.
And my last one,
I feel like you're such a prime example of that because you've been doing it for so long.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm gonna do
what I did for my last video. Well, not my last video,
one of my videos. So what would be your advice to be able to navigate, to make genuine connections, and to genuinely network with other people?
If you had asked me this 5 years ago, I would have been like, you're asking the wrong person, because I'm not. Networking is not something that comes natural to me. I don't personally, I don't personally like to be the person who's like, hey, I'm Jackie. How are you? I don't like doing that. In fact, I hate it. I would rather people, like, if someone starts a conversation with me, oh, we could talk, honey.
Right.
But I would say...
kind of like how I kept knocking on your door, like, talk to me. And then you finally were like, all right, let's do this.
I couldn't get rid of you.
Right.
No, it is hard. I'm not going to lie. It is hard. It's very, very difficult, especially when you're not naturally like an extrovert, or when you're a little shy. It's difficult. Sometimes try to find something in common with that person. And also, I think sometimes people underestimate how important it is to get to know, like, for example, you and I go to a lot of brand events, and I hear a lot of stories about how people, up and coming influencers, go to brand events, and they're like, influencers that I've been following for years were so mean to me. And I was so like shook, because it was like the people that I admire, I thought that I was going to be able to like network with them, and screw all that. The influencers, like, we're not even, when you go to these events,
10.
Like, you meet us, that's fine, but we're like, always take the time, like, never underestimate how important it is to go and meet the brand owner, meet the brand PR team, the social team, just say hi to them. Chances are they're probably just as awkward and shy as you are.
I guess this would be like 11 bonus
all the time. They're just like normal people. And that interaction could very well be your future or next brand deal. You never know.
Yeah.
So make it a point to, come up to people, just say hi. What do you do? Do you work with a brand? You know, like, how long have you been working here? What, you know, do you like what you do? What did you do previously? You know, don't make it feel like an interview, but like, just start small. Take a friend with you when you go to events if you can, and don't just look at the people who are like up here, the influencers, the main, you know, attraction. Like, also, you know, make sure that you're taking the time to get to know people behind the brand too. I will just say, you know, anytime I was going through anything, the loss of a job, the loss of money, the loss of a relationship, anything, I've always been like, okay, well, I lost this, but I have this to gain. You know what I mean?
That's a gem right there.
That may be something super small, but like that small thing can grow and grow and grow into something bigger, a better opportunity.
You gotta nurture it. You gotta water it.
You have to water
the garden.
Y'all.
Exactly. And I just want you to let
this
you guys
is
know,
like
I'm
confirmation.
diligently praying for new opportunities.
Well, I mean, everything that's happening is
new
confirmation.
Men, new women's, new bays, new hairlines, new wigs, everybody.
Edges.
Like, all of you guys that are following both of us, like, I'm truly, 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 like, I hate that I don't have the bigger impact that I would like to be able to help more people, but I'm actively
Jackie, you need your own show, boo, so you can bring us on. We could talk.
And I truly,
I feel like I'm the same way. I'm always like, all right, like every single day, and I say this all the time on my Instagram, I'm like, every single day you wake up, you have two options. You have choices every single day to make. You can choose to be down and lay in bed all day and be sad and frustrated and depressed, or you can choose to figure out what you're gonna do with your life, create a plan of action, and execute it. And I feel like it's a really hard decision to make, and it's a hard choice to make, and it's very much easier said than done, but I definitely think it's very possible, and I think that you're someone that's a prime example of that. And I just want to thank you again for coming on and inspiring so many people. You inspire me so much. I see your drive, I see your hustle, I see everything that you do and everything that you're about, and just how hard you stand for everything that you believe in. And it is really, really, truly inspiring. So thank you so much for coming on this live and having a little chat with us today. Honestly, like, couldn't have done it without you. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for our friendship and, you know, everything that comes with it. And I appreciate you so much, and just thank you so much. Go HOMECHELLA! Y'all ready for our live DJ set? All right, guys, we're about to bring out DJ Lezlee. Hey, make some noise for DJ Lezlee. She's about to come onto the artist stage.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Welcome to Artist Couture HOMECHELLA. Check. My name is DJ Lezlee. Real 92.3 repping in here. Thank you for having me, Angel. Alright, y'all, get your drinks ready. Let's have a good time. Let's go.
Now I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million bills. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch.
We gotta put some respect on Coachella. The best to ever do it. HOMECHELLA, how we feeling, Mac Daddy? I see you, L'Oreal.
Let's go!
We gotta turn it up one time.
having way too much fun. You remember the Bernie? Yes. Angel, stay twerking like you can't do nothing. Okay, Angel. Got that background? Look at Angel. Yo, for real though, she hitting like DJ Lezlee. Okay, honey. I'm here for HOMECHELLA. Y'all think I did pretty good for this party, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But I still look cute, you know what I'm saying? Who's she looking at? Everybody watching. Oh, I'm about to give y'all some flavor. Look, I cannot, because Angel is going in. Yes. Love. I love you guys. I love you guys. Hope y'all feeling good through this video. Yo, what is Angel doing? Angel is in it. Like, he done had how many shots, y'all? It was like 6 shots, right? If y'all like need a hype man, hype woman, whatever, let your girl know, cause I will hype it up. This is really good, y'all. I'm so glad he did this. About a drink? I ain't got no more. I guess I'm gonna just be drinking some water.
Check, check, check. Artist Couture, Coachella, HOMECHELLA. Thank you for having me so much. Max Daddy, I love you so much.
I love
so proud of you. You're killing it. Keep doing your thing. You're the only one I know that would do a whole ass Coachella weekend. One more song just because your outfit is so poppin'. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Thank you to everyone that tuned in.
Y'all love this song. Come on now. Come on.
The keyword, my keyword is Santos. My name, my family name. Let's go.
This is something I just got a vibe to. I ain't even like gonna dance. Can't tell me nothing.
What time? Artist Couture HOMECHELLA, let's go!
You guys, thank you so much for joining me for HOMECHELLA on a Saturday. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. And if you was feeling my vibe this whole time, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this Homechella with Queen TC. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.
All right, guys, we're about to bring the one, the only, iconic actress, singer, songwriter, Filipino phenomenon. Make some noise for Patrick Star!
Stand by. Everyone to the maximum. Full of earth and begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the secret. The show is about to begin.
here we go. Like a movie scene in the sweetest dreams, I pictured us together. Perfect, this passion is setting me free from all of my sadness, the tears that I cried. I have spent all of my life waiting for somebody. When you were here in my arms, waiting for tonight. Oh, I dreamed of this love for so long, waiting for tonight. I know you can. Let's get it. I'm calling out legends, and stars. I want to see legends, and stars. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. I'm jumping on the floor. The rhythm keeps the world on the floor. You know we're running tonight on the floor. Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, Vegas to Africa. It's another way, feel like a dream on the floor. Dance another way where somebody you never know. On the floor.
I love you, bitches! Happy Coachella! Coachella! Shout out to Artist Couture. Have a good night. I love you. Check it out. Fuck it up and I'll see you next week at Club Daddy. Bye!